Hello. Hopefully this is working like usual. It usually seems to, so I'm hoping nothing's changed. Welcome back to Factorio. Today's goal is to finish yellow science. And maybe start on white science while we wait for yellow science to think about life. So I did a couple of things while I was away. I've kind of finished placing solar panels down. I don't think I can actually place any more sensibly. I mean, I could cross over this track and start filling down here, but yeah, I'm bored. Especially since that'll just put them on the other side of here, and they probably won't get across this lake particularly nicely. So, yeah. Oops. I kind of didn't mean to do that. Oops. Oh, well. I think they'll slowly start putting all that back down again. Apparently I put that in the blueprint by accident. Oh well. It needs doing at some point, but I'd rather it wasn't flashing warnings at me all evening. Yeah, I think I finally tipped over the 1.2 million solar panel mark, so that's pretty cool. I can't remember how many I was trying to get to, mind you. Right, what am I doing? Yellow science. So, for my 16,000 a minute out, I need... It's a little bit over what I need, but it's close enough. Let's see if I can get that a little bit lower. 15.9. That's probably as close as I'm going to get. Of course, I have no speed, no efficiency modules down. Yeah. So effectively I need one belt for each of them. Okay. I guess I just need to go find something I can copy paste this from. Because this is 35, wasn't it? 39. Actually, hang on. 39. That doesn't fit nicely into anything. Let's make this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put one in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going nuts, aren't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like that then. Then I just need to do that. And that should be 10 of them. So in theory I just need 4 lots of them. Yeah. Where did I put power on this? It's all on the bottom, isn't it? We'll then additionally need a power thing out there. You go, and you can go. Just that to be in the way. Oh well. I'll sort that. No, hang on. Okay. Oh, that's really annoying. One, two. Okay. So which ones are broken? That one and that one. Switch that over. Probably like dump all these low density structures into the another one over there. There we go. And last one. Uh-oh. That wasn't very clever of me. At least that's not too hard to solve. Okay. So all the other ones I need threes, don't I? Because there's only 3 cars of blues and 3 cars of whatever else I needed. Those things. Worry about flying frames. That's the word I'm thinking of. That's load in, that's load out, that's load out. Oh, come on, where's a 3? May as well have made one by now at this rate. There's a 3. I had to go a long way back for that. Three. Conveniently that thingy catches everything. 3. So my plan for these is to pull 1 conveyor of each and then split it at this end. Stop there. Went too far. So these ones, I think all I'm going to do is belt balance them. That's a really stupid place to put that. There we go. I guess a little bit of wiggles gets me into the same spot there. So then my plan is just to belt bounce to split these up individually into 4s. So I'll do 2 to begin with, and then do another 2 right before here, I guess. I'll probably do the same weird arrangement I had last time. I sort of did this, I think. No. And then just had it every other one, didn't I? Ah! Buttons. Press. In right order. 3. Like that. Just need those 3. Like that. So I guess I'll bring it to about here, let's say. I was saying that I've just messed up. Need to leave a little bit of space. Because one of these wants to carry on and then go up like this. The other one wants to go out to the side. Go in like that. That should, in theory, work. And just carry on the horrendous spaghetti that I'm making. Like I say, it's spaghetti. It's not that spaghetti, is it? And that should be yellow science. Okay. There we go. We have yellow science being made. That wasn't too hard. Probably should have done that last time, but oh well. Right. No idea if that came through, but bonfire night here. The day we celebrate Parliament not being blown up. Not the day we celebrate the guy who almost blew Parliament up. Well, technically it was yesterday, but it doesn't stop people playing fireworks. Sending fireworks off for pretty much the entire week afterwards, so. Yeah. 18k. 19k. 20. Forgot how much each of these takes. Yeah, this is going to take a while to fill, though. I mean, it should take about as long as the other one. Yeah, the thing I need to work out at some point is what will run out first. It's kind of what I'm hanging around for, to have a gauge of that, let's say. Problem is, at the moment, there's potentially more. It's not quite set up right, let's say. 16,000 in each truck. Yeah. theoretically, assuming nothing else is broken along here, that should just now work. I was going to say low density, but not by much. Like, not by much, by a long shot. But low density does appear to be the limiting ones. Needs to be slightly more blues. Let's run the train. Thankfully I don't have to deal with the lag, because it's not going to be loading. Not put one of those in. Bye-bye, train. This is where it becomes weird having the automatic train painter on, because it actually puts weird colours on things. Especially when there's lots of individual items. Why is that not loaded? That one I'm going to assume. Okay, maybe it's not low density structures if there's another cargo train. So it appears to be the plastic that's the limiting factor on that. Here comes the next train stop. Ooh, that's quite a long way off. Could probably do with bringing that back a whole one. It's kind of alright though. Let's just double check along here. Yeah, that's fine. That looks fine. I went and put radars all the way along here because it was going to annoy me if I didn't. No, that all looks completely fine. Even the mega green is going alright. Why the hell is there carnival music in the jazz section? Is this really classified as jazz? Big band. I'm not complaining, I don't mind it, but just wasn't expecting it. Okay, since they've put all those back, well, let's get rid of all the radars. That's what I actually was meaning to do. I just messed up. Hopefully, got that in time. I think I did. Now they need to go and build that, let's say. Yep, 1.2 million. Because it might be robot flying frames that die first this time around. Looks like it might be. I mean, it's a bit hard to tell because of the weird way that these things stack. Right, it appears to be frying frames this time. Yeah, because these two are actually stacked up back on the line. So it appears robot flying frames are my limiting factor on this one. Oh, still building. Wait. Don't tell me these guys are just being retarded. Does look like they're making it over though. So it shouldn't be an issue, because it's managed to make everything else around here, so I don't think there should be an issue with that. Right, let's head back up, because now that the lag's gone, it's going to move again, and I'm going to get laggy again when it stops. So what I'm going to do here is just double check the process is working as expected, like all the stops are lining up as expected. I'm just going to run the train round once more. Theoretically, I need to run it through 1 to 6 where I watch it, so it's probably all I would do. Because what I need to check is that the train car for each one is either empty or the other one is full. Because that, I don't quite know why there seems to be a lack of... It appears to be the robot flying frames, and there also seems to be a little bit on the blues. And that seems to be the greens. So that's the first stop, it's greens. These seem to be an issue, so I'm going to have to look at that. Is it just a lubricant issue? Oh. I wonder if because this hasn't got any kind of buffer in it, if it can't... Because it can't unload a stack of barrels, it can't load up the next set of empty barrels. I wonder if that's the issue. The fact that I've got it right on top of the track is actually causing me the issue. I mean, it doesn't explain the greens yet. Assuming you're running nicely. Yeah, it looks like that's loading back up in time. I didn't like the fact that train stopped before I actually managed to come into here, so that signal should separate those out a little bit better. Uh-oh. It stopped. Lag. Too much lag. Okay, that's interesting. Why is that? No, it's just fine, isn't it? Is it? Am I not, like, loading up enough stuff? This thing is not happy. But I don't blame it. Really weird. Hang on, actually. There are 3 of them that are empty. Because does not appear to be one of these. Okay. That might explain the lack of the greens. We're missing some of the wire. Check everything else is loading as expected. It appears we've got unloading of the barrels. That's good. However, that set of conditions is really wrong. It is not empty. It is item count U equals 0. Inactivity for 5 seconds. Oh, we have less lag. So all those look like they're loaded. All those look loaded. Did that one correctly. Else did this one correctly as well. Just that one I missed. Okay. We've got to solve that problem. Okay. Carrying on checking if stuff is loaded. Looks like it's all loaded. Oh god, lag. Why are you being so laggy? Okay, so it's still got time. Okay, that looks like that's being completely converted as well. The greens have run out, but there's not. What's expected, I think. Lubricants there. So I think it might be the lubricant issue. I have a suspicion it really is going to be that. It's going to be... sorry, yawning. It is going to be the way I'm loading and unloading this. There needs to be a little bit of a buffer. I think that's what I'm reading. Because that's obviously not willing to grab until it's got somewhere to stick it. Okay. So I solved one problem. Now I think I've just got to see if this is actually a problem, or if I can actually do it. Because it might just be solvable that if I don't need a full thingy, I can just put in like one empty barrel slot in each of them. Divided by its 50 per barrel, and there's 10 in each stack, so it's 500. So it's 30 barrels. In theory, I could put in one. I would say that's what it is. What I need is to put that in. Take that out. That'll allow both of them to unload. think that's the solution. Lag. It's not so bad that the UPS is dropping, it's the fact that the frame rate is dropping so much as well. That's the bit that's slightly killer. Just pull out those barrels then. I do need to, once this thing's finished, go back and double check to make sure this is actually now loading a much better system. Okay. I don't mind that as an issue though. Like, that wasn't any significant issue. If that makes sense. Guessing I'm just waiting for that to like just double checking it's actually working quickly enough. Okay, so the other thing I can probably do is empty out those barrels. That should help it run as well. Bit weird that it's not like... I'm guessing it because of the way it's loading and unloading, it's just like working like that, but it's a bit weird. Glad to see the recycling does appear to be working. Run up to double check it is working. $14K, which is above the 10K, which means it's working. This thing looks so ridiculously slow. I mean, I know it's enough. Oh my god, it just looks so slow. I feel like I've just got to like put one of these down. Just so that it doesn't look so slow. I mean, I know it doesn't help because this thing is then the bottleneck, but... just doesn't look so ridiculous anymore. I mean, I could switch that to that. Well, that can... Does that really now make 100? Wow. One of those made that much of a difference, really. Anyways, that should be fine. Where am I going down it? How is lubricant doing? Lubricant is fully unloaded. We have 2 completely full things. It's a bit shocking. Okay. 4. How did I do the sulfuric acid down here? If I did it in the same way, I might have the same problem. That's all I'm thinking. I wouldn't be surprised if I did do it in the same way. No, I did it in a completely different way. Fine. Not a problem then. Just that one. So in theory, this should be slightly light on thingy things. Blues, because I'm light on green still. That's the word I was thinking of. I can talk, I promise. Lag. Right, I need to go sort that train out up here, don't I? Because I need to put in that empty barrel slot. I can even run around. 10 frames a second is not the best performance ever. I doubt this is even like pinging my GPU 20%, CPU 26%. It's not even like really. I'm guessing it's just the flat out where the game stands. This is what freaking Josh from Let's Game It Out feels like whenever he's actually like doing one of those builds he does. Okay, I'm giving up moving until this is done. We're almost back to 50. Probably find it's like network performance or something. What is Ethernet doing? 5 to 8 megabytes a second, so not very much. Considering I've got a 1 gig connection up to the server. I've just noticed it doesn't actually tell you what your connection speed is anymore. I love the way its OBS is actually hammering my GPU. And I guess that's not surprising since it's encoding, whereas I guess Factorio is more CPU bound. What if that's it? I've just not got enough power on each of the cores. You know, I've got 2700, which is not the newest, but not the oldest. Right, I'm back. That's sulfuric acid. It's this way, isn't it? Because that sulfuric acid comes after the lubricant. Nope, that's the first sulfuric acid. There it is. Lag. so much lag. What are you now lagging about? Thank you. Oh. Ah. I didn't position those particularly well. Okay, I'm going to have to go move these apart a little bit further. That was not very smart of me. Okay. Would have thought I'd learnt my lesson on that one by now, considering how many times I've done that one. Apparently not. The answer to that? Red motors, there we go. Theory, all I need to do. One cup. I hope that works. When was the train actually stopped this time? Because this is the one I moved. No, I haven't moved this one. Pretty much on spot. It shouldn't be too far out. As I said, you would have thought I'd learnt my lesson by now and not put those right at the edge because I thought it looked neat. Yeah, happens. Well. Back up we go. Okay. $4K of each of those. Yeah, so that's more than enough robot flying frames this time. 6.6, 6.4, 6.4. So I already know that's a little bit light because I hadn't solved the issue with the greens. Hopefully the next one, though, should be correct. Wait, hold on. No, I was just about to say, hold on. Isn't that thing stopped at, like, this stop? And no, it's not. Ignore me. Going crazy. I swear I spend half my time troubleshooting these things. Empty barrel, empty barrel. Good. So I only got one more of these to do. I'll wait for this thing to finish, though. It already is. That should be ready to run. Turn those off so I can actually place like the thing down without it loading. More stuff. Okay. Get in there. Almost lag inbound. I really am going to have to think of something to do with this. Because this is nuts. Even if I put an SR latch on these. There we go. .2 frames a second. Oh my word. Yeah, I need to do something about this, don't I? I can't even look how the main base is doing because it's so laggy that it will just lag even more when I get in the thingy mode, map mode. If anybody questions if the game is designed to do this, does this answer your question? I would say it's not. Considering somebody in YouTube comments was egging me on to do even bigger trains, I was like, fine, I'll do even bigger trains next time. I have a feeling this is going to go very badly at some point. Anybody else do? I'm terrible with names. Nicholas. Oh, we're going back over 60, so that means it's going to start catching up. I always want to know how it does this, because I assume that means I've actually dropped behind the server, and then it's fine with that. There we go. I'm alive! Somehow. Kind of, maybe, not really. Oh my god, so much lag. This thing is not happy. I wonder which one's causing it. It's a bit hard to tell which one of these is actually at least, like, processor-wise efficient. Because there's a lot going on. My guess is it's on one of a bunch of these interactions. Oh wow, that's a bit worrying. It's actually managed to run out of iron ingots. Ooh. Yeah. You're alright. Somehow. Not much though, I don't think. Okay, that's a potential issue. I may need to put... Yeah, that's now going to run out, isn't it? Each of those will take 160. So these ones are probably better because they're filling at a much faster rate, but I guess these ones are really not happy. I may have to put a bigger buffer on these, I guess. Well, the day you see 1800 storage slots not being enough. To be fair, that's the story of this entire thing. I mean, let's face it. That's to fill up an entire train. I know they're only limited to like 800 each or something. 800. What have I got? 2 times 80 times 5. Yeah, 800 storage slots. But... oh dear. So I just pretend that doesn't exist. Right, so I need to do something about this. Theoretically, that is still enough output, though, isn't it? Iron, 30,000 a minute, 31,000 a minute. It is. It's just there isn't enough storage buffering. Okay. What I might do is put 2 extra chests in and then load each of these individually from those. I might do that. Okay. All fixed, other than the fact I need to do something about the way this is loading and unloading. I might try the SR latches and just set it so that when it gets like half, it then starts to fill. To try and stop it from like... Ooh, actually the way I could do it is set it so that when stuff is moving on the thingy lanes, it stops the fire lanes. Whatever they're called, lanes. Yes, I know the answer to that is not a lot. Hopefully, that will help out once it saturates enough. I may need to even double this. I don't know whether that's enough. Easiest way to double it. Don't know. I'll leave it at that and try, because it's another 1800, so it might be enough. Might be because I didn't... yeah. No, because the system was fully saturated when I started it today. So, what I was thinking... Well, it didn't really work. Let's just do an SR latch. How do I make an SR latch again? Is 2 of you. 3rd one of you. When S is larger than 0, so when S is, no, hang on, when is less than 360k, using a train. Eight times 80 times 200, 128,000. 3. So let's do 200. Output S. When R S is larger than... No, hang on. 360. Output R. When S is larger than R. S. it's that. I think. Emphasis on I think. How do I test this? I don't know we're testing this without running the train around, have I? Right. Let's do it like this. No, that's not where I wanted you to go. So, if I have one, let's say, make me an S and make me an S. And those enable because S is larger than 0. If I then make 360,000 of those, it all turns off. It's full. Perfect. That's what I want. Right. Copy that again. Try that again. What? You're just like not going to copy nicely. It'd be really annoying if that's what you're going to do. Really random. Oops. Okay. Just going to be annoying then. Right. Okay. Now I need to half all those numbers. Actually, hang on. Let me do this for all the ones that have got 200s. And I'll come back and do the hundreds and then do the other ones. That was very close to not going in. And of course you're not copying through properly. Okay, fine. Okay, appears to be fine. Okay. Let's do 100 one then. This is 180. T times 8 times 100 times 80. What's this? 180. 60. 10. 180. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Copy. not happy, is it? Apparently that's not actually copy. Not that one. Kind of annoying I have to do this for every single one of them. And don't just copy over, but I guess that's one of the features of mods, isn't it? Can be a little bit glitchy. Okay. I think I've only got barrels left. Haven't I? Yeah, I've only got barrels left. Okay. Right. So these are 10 times 80 times 8. 6400. And I'm out of stuff. Where's my stuff? So 11k and 18k. We've got 3 of these to do. What I'm hoping is this will create enough randomicity in the way that the trains sort of load and unload that it limits the amount of interactions going on. Missing. Cool. Right. That should now work. I'm now going to have to work out again which one of these isn't actually going to work. Which one? Oh, sorry. Rephrase that. Which one of these is the limiting factor? How many blues did I end up with? 8.6.9. $20,700. Only 20,785, but I might have that in. It just isn't registering. Sulfuric acid left. I guess it ran out something else. These were just about full. So that's 3 times whatever the number is. 80 times 50. 12,000. So based on that, the blues look like they're the limiting one actually. Low density, there's miles too many. No, actually there's just about the right number of low density. So it's probably between low density and blues at the moment. I was hoping to get onto white science tonight, but it isn't like it's going to happen because I'm troubleshooting. Although saying that, if I manage to get all this running first time, I'll be doing amazed. Right. Let's leave this running until I get round to there. Let's see how things go when I get to that point. Don't forget this is slightly messed up right now. So I am going to grab myself a bucket ton of these. Let's do 200. And let's do 60 of them. I'm going to need a load of these. Let's go 500 of them. And let's start trying to get this thing to work. Well, it's sort of working. Close enough. Still finding this weird this is in jazz, because this doesn't sound very jazzy to me. Right. No idea how I'm going to do this. Effectively all I'm thinking I'm going to do is just plonk down chests in approximately the right place. Like this. Just copy paste it around in the concentric loops. I guess I can do one of these for that. But I actually need two, don't I? That's the nice thing about these chests, is these will unload completely. I want it to unload completely. Yeah, it'll be fine. Probably, maybe-ish. Probably not. No, I don't want it to unload completely. Let's do one of these. This has got 4 hole and 1 bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 2 of them there. That means they're all messed up. Ah. Whoa. That was not happy. The interesting question here. Oh, I cleared all of them. Can I position you in a way that I can get can. Nice. I'll just do each of those corner ones a little bit custom though, won't I? This is going to be one horrendous network. This train isn't even here for me to position. Let's copy paste this corner section. Wander around and place that. Minus the extra track though. I don't need that. Okay, good. Just checking that wasn't actually messed up. No, that wasn't where I meant to put that. Okay, again, why are you not in the right spot? Weird. One, two, three, four, five. So that one should have stuff in it. Why have you not got... Is this one slightly different? That one's fine. And it went to the corner. That one's fine. It went to the corner. Quite how that actually touches that, I don't know. I'm not going to question it. That is most perplexing. I was thinking I'm going to have to leave this alone for a while because I haven't got enough of the unload chests. I'm going to need to stock up quite a few of those, I think. Let me place them. Even then, I still need all of these, really. In theory, this should actually run at a sensible rate. Yep, there we go. Hoping I've got enough of these things. Again, it's probably worth speeding that up. I have a few of them dotted around, and they're all sped up, yeah. Yeah, plenty enough. Making them fast and using them good. What are you doing then? An ultimate stage. Oh wow, this thing's actually starting to stack up on reds. Wow. I mean, I don't mind. Not an issue. Just stop those, so it'll take a while to do. Okay, let's run off again and play around. That should stock up again by the time I get back. Yeah, that. Yeah, this is weird. Why is this one different? It's almost like that whole thing is just one train further along. What is this? Yellow. Let's have a look. I think that whole thing is one train along somehow. I'm not. I was just thinking I'll change it, and I was like, no, I'm not changing it because that'll be horrendous to do. I will just... Ah! Change it. Oh no. Oops. Good. Didn't see anything. Nothing happened. Nothing changed. Okay. So that means I need to go around all of these. Yellow train. Come back here, please. I need to not relocate you just yet. Actually, start coming back though. Passenger presence, making a stop. So what I need to do is take away both of the end ones of these and work out which ones I need to plonk them back on. Where all these are now. There's one up there. So that's number 4. Five. Done. 2. No, that's not it. Bah. That one, done that one. That's fine. Trains there. Ah. One's already done. 1. 2. Oh, here comes the train. That one. So that one's done. There it is. Uh-oh. I'm not moving. The problem with these super speed exoskeletons is he moves you so far in a single click that you just go. Hopefully this doesn't load up any nuclear fuel. If it does, I know which one I've missed. Hopefully though, this train is nice and yellow now. It is. That should help out a little bit. I still love the fact there's like 4,000 trains in this one spot. It makes me far too happy. We got no nuclear fuel being loaded. Good. Now I just have to go find them all again and place down. There's 6 sets, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down there. 6. Okay, perfect. Sorted. Right. I'll let the robots finish doing their jobs. Just in case it's actually loading nuclear fuel up. It's probably good enough. Where am I going? Let's just double check there's no nuclear fuel in there. Good. Blues are out. Robot flying frames are out, and all these are out. But the one that's actually finished first is low density structures, which is kind of where I expected it to be. And I'm kind of stranded in the middle of all this until this train leaves. Then I need to put down power poles. Oh. That's just typical. Let me actually get those nice and... There we go. almost out? Looks like you are. Yeah, there's the end of the train. Good. Means I'm no longer going to get nuked. I also just realised I'm going to need a lot more of these. Okay, there we go. That should set the robots running like mad. I don't think there's a need to really like force the robots into doing like sorry. I don't think there's really a need to put too many robots in. How are we doing on this? We got to like the 100 million mark. Not far off. That certainly made them move a bit. Okay. So, I'll place down the next set of thingamajoos. Probably use that one for? Yeah, I can. Would have to have a train to measure up against though. How was that connected? Apparently it wasn't, but it didn't care, so that's fine. But yesterday when I was doing that, it kept lagging out. Unsurprisingly. This is going to get messy. I can't actually see enough to do anything about that, so that's just staying. God, this is actually too long to place. Let's just plonk each one of these down for a sec. This is all I can do with this is just roll in and in and in, and then come all the way back out again, and this is one of the most interesting processes in the world. Now, interestingly, that one's now missed all of them. Weird. Considering these are meant to be completely symmetrical, it's interesting how bits of it are and bits of it aren't. This one has messed up. Okay. Now I just need a bucket ton more of other things. At least the robots are quite kindly taking all the nuclear fuel off me. And in fact, it might be worth grabbing a big yellow chest and putting a nuclear fuel chest down over here. Sort of hoping they have big yellow chests in here somewhere. Let's just go grab one actually. Put one down so it actually builds and I can actually place it. I can put that in. And that. Because how many of these chests do I actually need? 500 for each chain, so I need 2,000 of these chests. Okay, I might need some more of these in production. The thing is, I've still got to come all the way back out again. That's not going to be fun. Yeah. I'm going to... How much are these making? By... Do... Through 2,000. Right, so in theory that shouldn't be able to fill up, so I'm going to do like a few chests of those. In theory, by the time I come back, that should be fully saturated. How are you doing over here? Should be now waiting. So, we dare test it again. Is the final thing I do tonight? It isn't really. Identity structures are all out. Blues and flying frames are still in. Yes. I guess I need to run it once more, don't I? Play. Okay. Hopefully this time it should just work flawlessly. Have you felt saturated? We have. Cool. Hopefully that should give it enough that that's no longer an issue. Let's see what this actually does when it stops. Actually, the other thing I need to test is what happens here. Okay, that's a bit nicer. Got no drop in frame rates. So it does just say it's just the sheer number of inventories I'm loading in and out of is causing the issue. Which also means if I do this to the purple science, it should actually run much smoother. The issue with the purple science is I haven't really got the buffering capacity to do it. I mean, I could do the buffering capacity. I know how much goes on each of the trains. I'll think about that. Add new. Purple. Can I reduce UPS? Can I add enough buffer capacity to SR latch chests? Well, I think the whole placing all those things, you've kind of seen what I was doing, and you kind of see what I was doing with all the roboports the other day, where I'm just going round and around and around in a circle. I think I'll do that off stream. I might get to the center and I have to then go, what do I do now? So I might stop at that point. I'm half hoping they offset themselves slightly and it'll work nicer, but I have a feeling it won't. Feels nice though. So that definitely proves that's a good idea. Oh yeah, that's turned on. They're all slightly different latches, which is nice. Okay. That should hopefully, like, smooth all that out then. I think that's the best loading method I've got. Probably better than any of the others. Even this one. God, that's a lot of power. Let's just quickly nuke those. I should probably... No, I'm not going to go pick up all these yet. Needs further testing. $79.79. Perfect. That says that's working. Which one was running? That one. So this should be an interesting one because they should start, like more of them should now be ready to for like loading and unloading. This might be a bit more interesting. Providing I can reduce it to an extent, I think it will work. there goes sulfuric acid. Still got a ton of barrels in it. Yeah, I'm guessing this is... These ones have just gone. No? UPS is obviously just borderlining. Alright, it was the iron ones that have gone. It's obviously just borderlining because my FPS is tanking, but my UPS is just about right. How many barrels have you got on you? 6.4k. I think that's correct, isn't it? 6.4k is the full number. So the ones left in will be because, of course, I've got a slight... Yeah, okay, so they should unload by the time this thing gets back. Okay. It's starting to suffer, but it is better. By a long margin. The way it catches up again at the save point. Okay. That is promising then. Okay, I think I'm happy with that then. So what could I do over here? Let's go have a quick wander over and have a check. What else do I need to do? Add task. Check white. Maths. I can type. That's where I want to be. Bit of lag. Again, that's acceptable. I was about to say lots of lag, but to be fair, it's holding. Just about holding. Yeah. Alright, so if memory serves, if I do 4 times 80 times 5, 1600. Which is slightly less than that. Mine's only made at 21,000. I felt the need to run each one. To be honest, I suspect all it is because I'm loading 200 cars at once. It's not this section that's actually the issue, it's this section. And I can't really do anything without that unless I rearrange it to match what I've done up the top. Which I could do. I might have to consider that. Because that should then just interact fine, I would expect. Okay. Plan B. Not plan B, plan B. What am I thinking? Change load type to yellow style. That just massively limit the number of chests that are interacting at once. Hopefully that will give me just enough buffer. I probably won't have done that by the next time I stream. It'll be probably 1 or 2 times by then. Lag, lag, lag. Again, I'm classifying this as acceptable amounts of lag. Okay, let's give up with that for a minute. I can't move. Again, I can't even load into the map to start thinking, so where should I make white science? What do I need for white science? Iron, copper. I don't need steel. Oh no, I bet I haven't done reduction-y stuff. Well, let's have a quick look at this for a minute. So. We're just going to go the right way. Right. Oh god, there's loads of these. We've got rocket fuel. So rocket fuel. I was just thinking, like, because that's not that bad. But I have a feeling I'm better off not loading any of that in. I think that's probably a wise move. That plus that. Okay. Do I need copper in its raw form? Right, low density structures can disappear because I don't want to put the copper in for that. So again, I'm going to get rid of the iron and put in just straight steel. Let's do. No, I don't want steel for barrels. I want steel. My game's recovered, but I'll leave it be for now. Right, that doesn't require steel. There's more steel. Okay, that's basically all the steel. Equals steel plus steel plus steel. That was it, wasn't it? That needs to go. Equals iron. So that was silly. delete all these. Yeah. This is very iron heavy then. I guess that's in the blues. So a handful of greens. It's a lot of iron. Where is all that being used? It's just entirely in greens. 136 cars of greens. Ooh! Iron. 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 Okay. Well, let's take out copper. 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 Get rid of those cell references. That'll make my life easier. I need wire. I may have to consider doing greens as a direct process in this one. Depending on what the numbers work out as at the end. Copper, 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 copper. Copper, copper, copper. Right. That is most of the copper. 12,000 a minute, that's not too bad. Wire. 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 Oh my god, so much wire. 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 What do I need to do now? Put you in. You need to be that one. Wire. 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 There's another copper that I haven't done. Wire. Right. That's a lot of wire. 318,000 a minute. Ouch. How much is this thing making? Because that's... yeah. Not this one. I don't know which one of these is producing the most. Probably this one. Probably two of those, isn't it? Okay. That's not me down to 170 million cars. Okay, so up till now, that's everything I've done. Yeah, it's just going to be one of those ones that's going to just jump straight over, isn't it? And I'm a mile off. Measuring 45, 45. It's not really enough time, is it? Still 315 seconds out. Okay. I might have to make greens then. Okay. Let's start off with just making greens rather than greens and reds. The red's gone. Most of the wire demand gone. That's the reason why. Hang on, let me get rid of all of that. Greens equals green plus 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 green. I feel like I'm missing one. Nope, don't again. Okay, that takes a lot out of. Okay, that makes it doable. $130, $140. Seconds. What was that? 145, 146, 145. That's weird. Yeah, that's what it was doing. What am I thinking? 60. Alright, so that just instantly jumps over the mark. Okay. You stopped dying yet? No, not really. You're better. Oh good, the train's moved on from there. Did this survive? Just about. Okay. Turn that off. forgotten why I was running over here. Not sure. I think I was going to have a look at something and I can't remember what I was going to look at. Yeah, whatever. It's probably a little bit more sensible now. So the only consideration is, do I look at making reds somewhere? So the only way I do that is what am I thinking? So the reds require you to have iron, copper, coal, and nuclear, all kind of in the same spot. The reason I'm adding nuclear to the list is because actually, no, scratch nuclear. I can't bother with nuclear. Can just be somewhere. Yeah, because I'm going to use coal liquefaction this time because my priority is on higher density things. Because I need the light oil. So I need those three in one spot. Coal, iron, copper. Ideally need some water as well. So, am I going to find all those in one spot? There? Weirdly good. Even those three. There's a couple of spots then. The only benefit that would actually give me is it would make all the processes a little bit easier to run. Because, like, 83,000... 83,000 reds is a lot of reds. Like, that's virtually running at full chat, so... 85, so I need 10 of those for reds. And to be fair... Wow. So I need what? 25. So probably an awful lot of those red factories. So if I do that, because it also then drops my plastic need, I guess. God, this is going to get complicated. Reds. Reds. No, actually I can't do that. I need that. Where did the copper? Where did all the coppers disappear? Okay, weird. Okay, so no need for wire anymore. Green's of course got a significantly reduced usage. Actually, hang on. That's not correct. Those greens do want to go away. Because that's the 3 bits into blue. Okay. Reds. Yeah, not what I wanted. No, I've got none more. There's only 4 factories, that's a bit more sensible. And it reduces this by a quarter. Wow. So I up that to 120. That's 240. 200. 210. 220. 215. 216. 217. Okay. Right. It's a lot of greens. 81,000 a minute. Not including what I need for reds. It's a lot of sulfuric acid as well. Oh, it's for that. Batteries for acute. Wow, that's a lot of batteries for that acute. $45 cars just on rocket fuel. Plus 3, so 48. Still got nothing on low density structures. Freaking hell. Okay, I think that's probably the best way to go about this. Those numbers are a bit more sensible now. Well, I'm looking at the per minutes. What's the... Still a reasonable number of things are needed. Let's do the obvious checks. Have I still got all of these included? If we're doing coal liquefaction, again I'll do a nuclear setup for steam. And there's no reason I can't put that near a water's edge. And just, sorry, I just ship the steam back in. There's no real reason I can't do that. There's plenty of space over here, so I could probably do another circuity thing over here. Similar to this. What size is that? Yeah, it's about the same amount of space. If I got it across there, there's my return path. That would work. I'm going to go down there, across, up. Just thought I need to move all those railroad ports, don't I? Because they... Well, they're probably not an issue. I really shouldn't leave them around. Okay. So I think that's my plan for white science. It's like they were right actually putting this in properly now, because I didn't actually need to. I could have just left it over the top of the water. Oh well, I didn't know that at the time. Okay. I think that's all working now. The only thing I'm waiting around for is these low density structures still the one that's like running out first. I would say that's a yes, because that's already half run out. So I think low density structures are the limiter on these. There seems to be a very close number. I will at some point remember to actually turn that off. So I think... how many are being loaded? $31,200. So item count equals 31,200. Item count. Needs to equal 0. Low density equals. That should then work. Why on Christmas music now? Still got 2 months to go. No, go away. No, apparently that's just... I would definitely suggest blues are the next limiter. I guess the check is that is one of these changed between these two cycles. Starting to get full though. We're on a fourth chest of 100. Oh, why did I do this to myself? I mean, I know why I did it, because I thought it'd be fun. It is fun. I am enjoying myself. It's just... I've got 100 sets of 800 time to fill up. And not to mention what the hell this unload thing is going to look like at the end. This is going to be a nightmare. Just a curiosity. Oh, I can't even do that. Just too close. I wonder if I could just like... The robots on, isn't it? The robots are still going crazy. And most of that's charging related, as usual. I feel like I've disconnected this somewhere. Why has this been disconnected? It has. There we go. That's more sensible numbers. Not quite sure how I did that. Well, this is going to end up as a mess. Look at the mess. Oh no. Just pretend that doesn't exist. At least that gives me a more accurate number. There's 600, just shy of 600,000 in this bank. So I've almost doubled my solar capacity then. Which I think is where I needed to be if memory serves. Can't really remember anymore. I think that's about where it was. I think. To be fair though, that's working, so we'll find out tomorrow, I guess, for me and you guys on Tuesday, where this actually stands. That's going to take a while anyways, because it's got to run its way around. Not a million miles away. Okay, I'm getting up there for tonight. We should have a good selection of these buffered. The only other thing I could do quickly is just dump the stuff. Just pick up tons of robots and dump them in this network. Which is a smart thing. Would have been to bring a chest with me and just unload them the old-fashioned way. Let's go get a chest. So let's just dump these in from it. I didn't get any of it in that train. I did that when I was preloading these before. But let's face it, there's no issue with there being lots of robots in the system. It's about how many it uses at any given time. One of those, a whole bunch of you. One of you. All I'm thinking is I'll just dump this chest somewhere. Like, for example, right there. And grab tons of robots and dump them in here. And that'll unload them as it needs them. I've actually been unloading some green somewhere. I've been unloading green. Oh, I know where. I've been over here, won't it? Maybe. Yeah, there it is. Apparently that works. Whatever. I would have said it'd been smart to have done it, but it's only because of where I've placed them. This is actually doing it like this right now. Apparently I've even gotten some reds in. Where have we gotten the reds from? That should all be blues. Comes greens. There's the reds. Don't think I've done any reds yet. Weird. Oh well. I'm going to bed. Pick up my stuff and I'm going to bed. So yeah, I'll be back. I'll play something else on Tuesday. It's been a while since I've played something else. Don't know. Yeah, who knows. I'll be back on Tuesday with something. It'll either be Factorio and carrying on with this, or it'll be Skyrim. I haven't played Skyrim for a while. So, have a good one. Bye. Bye. Hello. Hopefully this is working like usual. It usually seems to, so I'm hoping nothing's changed. Welcome back to Factorio. Today's goal, let's finish yellow science. And maybe start on white science while we wait for yellow science to think about life. So I did a couple of things while I was away. I've kind of finished placing solar panels down. I don't think I can actually place any more sensibly. I mean, I could cross over this track and start filling down here, but yeah, I'm bored. Especially since that'll just put them on the other side of here, and they probably won't get across this lake particularly nicely. So, yeah. Oops. I kind of didn't mean to do that. Oops. Oh, well. I think they'll slowly start putting all that back down again. Apparently I put that in the blueprint by accident. Oh well. It needs doing at some point, but I'd rather it wasn't flashing warnings at me all evening. Yeah, I think I finally tipped over the 1.2 million solar panel mark, so that's pretty cool. I can't remember how many I was trying to get to, mind you. Right, what am I doing? Yellow science. So, for my 16,000 a minute out, I need, it's a little bit over what I need, but it's close enough. Let's see if I can get that a little bit lower. 15.9. That's probably as close as I'm going to get. Of course, I have no speed. No efficiency modules do. Yeah. So effectively I need one belt for each of them. Okay. I guess I just need to go find something I can copy paste this from. Because this is 35, wasn't it? 39. Actually, hang on. 39. That doesn't fit nicely into anything. Let's make this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put one in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going nuts, aren't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like that then. Then I just need to do that. And that should be 10 of them. So in theory, I just need 4 lots of them. Yeah. Where did I put power on this? It's all on the bottom, isn't it? We'll then additionally need a power thing out there. You go and you can go. Just that to be in the way. Oh well. What's all that? No, hang on. Okay. Oh, that's really annoying. One, two. Okay. So which ones are broken? That one and that one. Switch that over. Probably like dump all these low density structures into the one of them over there. There we go. And last one. Uh-oh. That wasn't very clever of me. At least that's not too hard to solve. Okay. So all the other ones I need 3s, don't I? Because there's only 3 cars of blues and 3 cars of whatever else I needed. Those things. Worry about flying frames. That's the word I'm thinking of. That's load in, that's load out, that's load out. Oh, come on, where's a 3? May as well have made one by now. There's a 3. I had to go a long way back for that. Three. Conveniently, that thingy catches everything. 3. So my plan for these is to pull one conveyor of each and then split it at this end. Stop there. Oops. Went too far. So these ones, I think all I'm going to do is belt balance them. That's a really stupid place to put that. There we go. I guess a little bit of wiggles gets me into the same spot there. So then my plan is just to belt balance, to split these up individually into 4s. So I'll do 2 to begin with, and then do another 2 right before here, I guess. I'll probably do the same weird arrangement I had last time. I sort of did this, I think. No. And then just had it every other one, didn't I? Ah! Buttons. Press. In right order. 3. Like that. Just need those 3. Like that. So I guess I'll bring it to about here, let's say. I was saying that I've just messed up. Need to leave a little bit of space. Because one of these wants to carry on and then go up like this. The other one wants to go out to the side. Go in like that. That should, in theory, work. And just carry on the horrendous spaghetti that I'm making. Like I say, it's spaghetti. It's not that spaghetti, is it? And that should be yellow science. Okay. There we go. We have yellow science being made. That wasn't too hard. Probably should have done that last time, but oh well. Right. No idea if that came through, but bonfire night here. Today we celebrate Parliament not being blown up. Not the day we celebrate the guy who almost blew Parliament up. Well, technically it was yesterday, but it doesn't stop people playing fireworks. Sending fireworks off for pretty much the entire week afterwards, so. Yeah. 18k. 19k. 20. Forgot how much each of these takes. Yeah, this is going to take a while to fill, though. I mean, it should take about as long as the other one. Yeah, the thing I need to work out at some point is what will run out first. It's kind of what I'm hanging around for, to have a gauge of that, let's say. Problem is, at the moment, there's potentially more. It's not quite set up right, let's say. 16,000 in each truck. Yeah. Theoretically, assuming nothing else is broken along here, that should just now work. I'm going to say low density, but not by much. Like, not by much, by a long shot. The low density does appear to be the limiting ones. Needs to be slightly more blues. Let's run the train. Thankfully I don't have to deal with the lag, because it's not going to be loading. Not put one of those in. Bye-bye, train. This is where it becomes weird having the automatic train painter on, because it actually puts weird colours on things. Especially when there's lots of individual items. Why is that not loaded? That one I'm going to assume. Okay, maybe it's not low density structures if there's another cargo train. It appears to be the plastic that's the limiting factor on that. Here comes the next train stop. Ooh, that's quite a long way off. Could probably do with bringing that back a whole one. Kind of alright though. Let's just double check along here. Yeah, that's fine. That looks fine. I went and put radars all the way along here because it was going to annoy me if I didn't. No, that all looks completely fine. Even the mega green is going alright. Why the hell is there carnival music in the jazz section? Is this really classified as jazz? Happy big band. I'm not complaining, I don't mind it, but just wasn't expecting it. Okay, since they've put all those back, well, let's get rid of all the radars. That's what I actually was meaning to do. I've just messed up. Hopefully, got that in time. I think I did. Now they need to go and build that, let's say. Yep, 1.2 million. Because it might be robot flying frames that die first this time around. Looks like it might be. I mean, it's a bit hard to tell because of the weird way that these things stack. Right, it appears to be frying frames this time. Yeah, because these two are actually stacked up back on the line. So it appears robot flying frames are my limiting factor on this one. Fair enough.